We take refuge in God from the accursed Satan. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. We continue with the class on emotional intelligence. Today we are going to look at the relationship between emotional intelligence and success in romantic relationships. How exactly does a happy couple use emotional intelligence? How will they come to feel happiness in a romantic life through emotional intelligence, perhaps? Look, the first important factor for happiness is indeed to contain negative feelings. Look, brother, each one of us will go through difficult moments in life. When we are emotionally negative, feeling bad, disappointed, or angry, it means there are negative emotions. What will happen? At work. Things will happen in the study, at the university, in the family, all of that. So, after experiencing a negative emotion at that moment, how did you react? I let emotions take the helm of my life. I let emotions decide for me. So every now and then I am so tired, so angry, so upset. Every person who comes near me, I just want to say, shut up, stupid. I don't want to hear you. Yes, it is a negative reaction that comes from negative emotions. So, when a person cannot contain their negative feelings, which will happen to each of us at some point, we will already be in a negative state. When emotions take control, then you are lost, brother, sister, you are lost. When you are angry and open your mouth, this is where the source of negative energy will start to pump into your life, bringing negativity into your partner's relationship. So, the only solution is to develop emotional intelligence, or in other words, to control yourself, to hold back, when you already know by studying yourself well. We have said that a part of emotional intelligence is that you study yourself, your emotions. Now I am really feeling bad. If I am already feeling bad at that moment, any communication I have with anyone I am going to talk to, I am feeling bad. And the only thing I will transmit is negativity. In a friendship, if I transmit negativity, what are you going to receive? Negative things. If you pass by and throw a stone, you will receive a rock in return. You insult, you get insulted, you disrespect, you are disrespected, you offend, you will be offended. People's reaction, right? And people, like a current, honestly react. They don't think. Note that many people have not learned to develop their emotional intelligence skills, so they are driven by their emotions. That is why they are manageable. That is why they are manageable. Yusan means a person who has well-developed emotional intelligence controls themselves and controls others. That's okay, right? So the first factor that helps you have a happy couple's life is emotional intelligence. It teaches you and helps you improve your family life. How? When you're feeling negative, you will learn to control yourself. For example, another example, that of being in a bad state. Another example of lust. Going out on the street, neglecting one's gaze, which is a sin. Observing a scene and seeing a girl, I don't know, a woman, and so on. So the eye of man has an incredible super ability. None of the cameras on these latest model phones can compare to the eye that God has. It means a system that focuses and captures, but it captures from 30 to 60 degrees and absolutely alive. The colors, I don't know, the warmth, the flavors, it captures everything, even sounds. Imagine that man who has the eye of a snake, or an eagle to be more precise. Then he comes, captures images, he has it well recorded, and the woman leaves, but he is now deeply immersed in his image. Oh, how beautiful it was. God, look. And with that image, thinking from the head, it will pass to the heart. He will start to like her. Oh, if she is that beauty and my wife is. So, little by little, that will deteriorate your emotional state. It means I demand the same beauty from my wife, which she does not have. Thus, that is Satan, whispers of Satan. So, when you get home, you demand things that do not exist. Your wife is a hard-working woman, beautiful, of course, she has her divine beauty, but Satan comes to adorn you and for you through sin. You yourself are to blame for allowing Satan to enter your life and to manipulate you with his curse, with his whispers, with his lies. She comes to put a lie in your head that she was more beautiful than your wife. So in that comparison you think, oh look, I don't have that woman I've seen on the street, or I don't know, my secretary, my friend, what. And you come home demanding this. Emotionally you feel bad because of the sin. What Muhammad Sawadallah says, the poisoned arrow of Satan, the morbid gaze kills you. You arrive home, emotionally you are not well, and you are ready to start a big fight. The first complaint your wife makes, and who are you to complain to me? So much that I have given you, so much that you are not, so much use and understands. Start attacking your husband. And that's how a big family problem begins. But what does a good believer do? He has already learned to develop his emotional intelligence. He has that restraint. When he sees, he observes the looks, he will control it. Because afterwards, negative emotions come. If I have those negative emotions, I regret it. God forgive me, I truly didn't want to do it. God forgive me. And keep thinking about good, positive things. It will remove that poisonous image from your head. But unfortunately, today we have become so shameless that a guy approaches a girl, gets her number, and then chats, makes plans, and goes out. What a shame, really. And that is the curse that has come, that human beings have allowed themselves to be driven by lust. Sometimes I say that joke is more than just a joke, it's quite bitter. I say, look sir, the body is yours, or you belong to the body. Or rather, that member is yours, or you belong to the member. There are people who, instead of using their body, let a tiny member control their entire life. How so? Then that person is surely lost. Well, then a person who has developed emotional intelligence can control their negative feelings. Lust will keep him, will contain him, will pay for him. He has already learned that when he is wrong, he should keep his mouth shut. Don't speak. If you are wrong, don't speak, brother. Don't speak. Simply put, change your state. And most importantly, the skill of emotional intelligence teaches you how to improve if you are feeling down. There are people who emotionally seek a solution and end up making things worse. For example, Yusen says that if he is upset, he will insult others, thinking that this will improve his situation or that he will take revenge, believing that this will make things better. None of that. Negativity, with negativity it increases, negativity will not reward you, it will not pay you, no brother, it will not compensate you. None of that. If I now feel like an inner problem or hold a grudge against someone, hate, then as soon as you let emotions take control, you start to speak ill of an absent person. Gossip, attack, accuse, blame, lie. All of these are negative acts that will give you and increase more negativity. What Satan wants is for you to suffer a life without joy, a worrying life, a life filled with concern. That is what Satan wants for us. But it is God who wants a joyful and peaceful life. So the first lesson today is that through emotional intelligence, we can control ourselves. And when negative emotions come to you, you will control them. You already know that you shouldn't let emotions manage your time. Instead, you are the one who manages negative emotions. When you get home, you are tired, right? Let's suppose you have had an accident and have had a terrible life. Now you are not going to let emotions control you. Do you think, my wife, what does she want? She has worked all day for me, for God, hasn't she? That when her husband arrives home, lunch is served. She took care of the children, and she is not to blame for anything bad that has happened to me. So when I get home, I put on a smile. I put on a smile. Imagine, it's not that if I let my emotions go, they are all negative. Today I have experienced everything bad, but no. Emotional intelligence helps me to be, or rather, to show what I should be. So with a smile, I greet and say to my wife, "Dear Sky, how are you? How is my love? How has your day been?" If you are going to recount the negativity you have experienced, you will sour her life and the lives of the children. Yes, the truth is that I was fired from my job. I had an accident, and this happened to me. I was humiliated for all of that. The believer keeps their sadness in their heart. The believer has a smile on their face. That is what Islamic teachings do for us. And it all helps you to have a happy life. In the following video, we will talk about how emotional intelligence helps you to be a happy man, a happy woman, and to have a happy partner in 2021. Continue listening to these videos and talks. We look forward to your comments, brothers. If you leave a comment, we will make more videos. If you don't, the truth is that we will see that the video hasn't had much success and we will leave it. So it all depends on you, how you share, how we will have more visitors, and how you have left the comment. God bless. A strong hug. Salam alaikum.